Ron Harris here, live from musculardevelopment.com. Coverage of New York Pro brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Standing here with two-time New York Pro champion Jose Raymond, the Boston Mass. We're in Teaneck, New Jersey. Lovely spring day, a little sprinkly out. We just wrapped up judging for 212 bodybuilding, classic physique, wellness, men's physique, and women's physique. That's everything, right, so far?
That's it, yeah.
And we have about 20 minutes before they come back for the rest of the judging. So we're going to get right to it. Let's start with the 212. Heavy favorite going into this show was Kareth Baggio. I think Kareth looked really good. I know I've seen him a little bit better than this, but I still think it's enough to squeak this win pretty convincingly. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's closer than you think. The Colombian kid, Diego Montoya, huge. I think he beat Kareth in a few shots, front lat spread. It's closer than you might think. Kareth is going to win, I would say. But what as much as I love the kid, nobody here brought stellar condition. The best condition guy was Hebert.
Jason Hebert,
Jason Hebert.
Hebert, they call him.
Yeah, and he's got huge legs, really good condition. He needs to bring his upper body to match those legs. I think he's in the fourth spot, but I'd have him third over Sunyum.
Who'd they get? So 212.
The mass guy.
Yeah, so it was the first call out was Kareth Baggio, Jason Hebert, Jason Joseph from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Beautiful shape on this guy. If he had been lean,
he could win this show.
Could have won the show.
Yeah.
Jose Marte from Coral Spring and Diego Aguirre Montoya. Yeah, I never really heard of Diego until today, but very, very impressive.
Yeah, I had neither.
I'll tell you, Sung Yup Jang, what's he call him? What does he call him?
Mass.
The Mass. If that guy had been in shape, he would have been pushing for the win.
Yeah.
Milos is working with him, I believe. All the muscle in the world. Like you said, he could use a little more back, but geez, just stacked with muscle, this guy. So Sung, get ripped next time, dude. It'll be a done deal if he can do that.
As you said, Jason Joseph, he had the prettiest physique in the whole lineup. Round muscle. I just saw him afterwards, and I said, if you're in shape, you win this show. You know, it would be simple. I mean, he was big and round, shapely. I don't know. The people that were in the best condition were the smaller guys, so they didn't really get a look. Yeah. So, but as you mentioned, what was his name? The Jose Marte was a pro men's physique guy, classic physique, and switched to 212.
Okay.
I was concerned that he wouldn't be, able to make the jump without losing that condition, but he was actually probably the most detailed of that top five. Yeah. Him and Hebert. Yeah. But his legs are still a little down compared to the top guys, so they had him out on the end. But that was a great showing for him. Beautiful shape.
Yeah. Let's go on to classic physique. Men's physique, we won't go into it depth. Ryan Terry from the UK looks like he's got that one pretty solid. Vitor, gentleman named Vitor Chavez. I don't know. Victor from Brazil looked really good too.
Good guess.
And Victor, you should go classic, man. What a physique on you. So let's go to classic physique. Where did I put that?
Yeah.
So classic physique. Last week, Michael DeBoule from UK won Pittsburgh, and I think he's got this one. So last year's New York Pro champ was also from UK, Neil Curry. So it looks like they got a lock on this. But DeBoule, man, the condition on him was just off the charts.
It was great. His midsection was great. He had pretty much everything. Big arms. He's being pushed a little bit by Junior
Jaworski. Yeah.
Jaworski is a Brazilian guy, but Jaworski doesn't sound Brazilian to me.
Sounds kind of Polish, and I can say that because,
But he's massive. As you said, he put on a few pounds. He'll be an open guy. He's got to be 6 feet tall, huge, wide shoulders, crazy condition, not missing anything. He's really good. Yeah. And who's in the third spot there?
So I think Alexander Westermeyer from Germany.
Right.
He's looking really good.
Yeah.
He was runner-up last year.
Yeah, he's another guy with superior, shape, structure, the wide shoulders. He could use bigger arms. I think we said that last year. Yeah. But everything else is so good that he's there. That was the clear top three that they brought out in the end.
Yeah. Great quads on him.
Yep. I want to mention I think you got like Camilo Diaz in fourth, and a newcomer, Matthew Grego, who's looks like he's 20 years old, but he's pretty unbelievable. They had him initially in the third call out or something, and then they brought him back in to fight for the top 4 through 8 spot. So kudos to you, Matthew Grego. And
Special mention, I want to mention Eric Abalon, because I don't know how he made weight. Beautiful physique, but he's so thick. I mean,
from Pennsylvania.
There's some
Huge legs.
I don't know, honestly, Eric, I don't know how you made weight, but you must have hollow bones, because, great shape, but massive, like bodybuilder massive.
Oh, yeah. He could probably move to 212.
Yeah. All right, let's go to women's physique, which was actually the first group out this morning. So, women's Olympia physique champion, Natalia Coelho, she jumped in Pittsburgh last week. She's racking up titles. Looks like she's got another one coming today. I mean, how often do you see an Olympia champion do a spring show that's not the Arnold? So kudos to her. Well, she wanted to repeat the win. She won this last year. But she got pushed pretty hard by a couple people. This newcomer, Emily Schubert from Pittsburgh. Yeah. Her legs are massive. They look bigger on Instagram. I'm not dissing her that way, but still massive legs on the massive quads, bigger quads than a lot of the guys in the show for sure. But she was pushing her very hard. And Yuna Kim from South Korea, as you pointed out, another girl with great shape.
Very muscular. In fact, I'm kind of at a loss for where this division is going. This is a far cry from what Dana Lynn Bailey brought us. These girls are getting big, really big lats and tapers and huge legs. And but I would say clearly Natalia, as big as she is, it's still beautiful and flows so nice. I think she's the clear winner. That, as you said, Emily Schubert is exceptional condition, great legs, but Natalia just flows a bit better.
Yeah. This seems to me to be the most confused division. Not to put it down, but there's such a wide range of physiques in women's physique.
Right.
Some of them look like they could be in figure, and they wouldn't be out of place at all. Some of them look like they could be in open women's bodybuilding, and they wouldn't be out of place at all. Right. It's all over the place, so I don't know what they're going to do. I guess the results of this might steer them in a direction, but I was kind of worried about women's physique when it first came out. Like, what's going to happen with this? Are they going to end up looking like bodybuilders, or what's going to happen? And some of them do, some of them don't.
I think that's exactly what's happening, and the more of those women that show up for the show that look that way, that's who they have to lean towards, because you got to judge what's in front of you. So if you have 8 women that are on the bigger side, that's who you're judging, and that's kind of what's happening here. We'll see what happens. Although like you said, we don't want to talk down about it, because they're amazing athletes, and Natalia is beautiful. That physique is amazing. I worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems they just need a solid direction to go to. Because if I was a competitor in the division, I'd be wondering, what do they want? Right. Should I get bigger? Should I get smaller? Should I get harder? Should I get softer? Because I saw such a wide range. But you have the Olympia champion there, and she's looking phenomenal. So I don't think we need to question too much what's going to happen for the win.
Right.
Anyway, so we have very little time. They're going to start up judging round 2, judging B, which will feature the open men, women's bodybuilding, bikini, and what's the other one? Figure, I'm sorry. We should also notice wellness. Just to mention real quick, Gisele Machado from Brazil looks like the winner, but she was being pushed hard by someone else. I can't recall the name.
I don't know her name, but Lily Dong is in the 3rd spot. I don't know the name of the second girl, but another really beautiful girl. That the top 3 really stood out. Yeah.
Cool. So we'll be back in a little while with more of that, so stay tuned, get your notifications on, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. So for Jose Raymond, Ron Harris has been coverage of the New York Pro Judging, brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Stay tuned.
How do you say that? High Tech what?
The wellness.